Today we are going to animate a full animation story for Rico. So what is the prompt? First of all, I generated my own animation prompt. It was showing a Rico character running, then after it will find a toilet, then enter into the toilet, right? So it is a very simple animation, from character designing up to full animation in one video. Hello everyone, this is IT Animation Tutorial, and on this channel we make Rico Animation tutorials. So if you are interested in animating like Rico, kindly subscribe, like this video as well, comment. At the end of this tutorial I'll show you the results for the animation, so watch till the end. So first of all, I will start by designing my own characters. Every animation starts with designing your own character. The reality is, Rico Animation becomes very easy after generating your prompt. You design your own character, right? If you design your own character, it becomes very easy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with designing my own character, and I design the eyes, the nose, and the head shape. So I'm trying to design the head shape, and I'm almost done. Then I'll go to the abdomen. It's very easy. These characters are very easy to draw. They are very easy to design. So I'm going to put the limbs now, and I'm already done with my character. So I'm going to just put the limbs, and the character is very nice like that. So I'm going to design the legs. So the leg which is more near to the camera appears big, then the leg which is far away from the camera appears small. So you put some camera positioning skills in your animation. So I'm going to color my animation, and it looks very nice, and that is the first frame. So I'm going to copy the head and make my second frame. Remember, I'm animating now a running tutorial, right? I'm animating a character running according to my prompt. Remember, the prompt was saying a character running, then it finds a toilet and enters into the toilet, right? So I am already done with my second. So my third frame will be a tilt of the first frame, right? So I'm going to put just landmarks to show that the character is running, and I'm already done with a running animation. So I'm going to increase the number of frames, and I'm done with the animation. So what am I doing next? I'm designing a toilet structure or a toilet background. So I'm going to start with drawing the house, a house. But it being a house, just like a house, it is not enough. I have to put a toilet to show my viewers that I'm trying to animate a toilet house, not just a residential house. So I'm going to put the trees and the background so that my animation looks appealing, right? So I'm going to design the roof of my house, the color of the trees, and the floor, so that my characters enjoy this animation and it looks very fantastic. So that is all. So on the door it is locked, but that lock didn't look very good, so I had to remove it, and I put a handle, just a handle like that. So I'm done with my background design. So the next thing, I'm going to animate a character running to the toilet. This one is very easy. I'm going to first hide the background, the toilet background, then I design my character running. And I've been making tutorials about these animations, so if you have not yet checked my homepage, you go and check my homepage. I have a lot of tutorials about Rico Animation. So I'm going to animate a running animation, and any tilt in animation makes a movement, right? So I'm going to make a running animation, and it is very easy. As I told you, you just make the character just look appealing and running by just tilting frames, and you'll find out that you have this animation. So I'm transferring color from the other characters so that my animation doesn't have fainty colors, right? So I'm going to increase the timing, and I start moving my animation frame by frame so that I can get a very nice animation. And it is very cheap. Remember, I'm using only Flipaclip. There is no any other app. I'm not saying that you go and use my IB whatever to draw your background. Flipaclip can make it if you have skills. So I'm going to animate the character touching the handle, right, to unlock the house. This is very cool, guys. It is very easy because you just tilt the frame and the animation gives you another thing. So on my another frame, I'm going to just unlock the door, and you just rub and unlock this door. Animation is very easy because we are using Flipaclip. Flipaclip has everything that you want. If you want to rub, if you want to draw, if you want to copy, if you want to paste, if you want to color your character, if you want to increase the timing of your character, it's very easy. You can add several layers, you can tilt the background. It is a very nice cool app for Rico Animation. Don't use any other app for Rico Animation. There are other people who say that you use AI to make your Rico Animation. They are lying. You can't use AI to make Rico Animation because you can draw frame by frame and get very nice a character. So I'm going to animate a character entering into the toilet. It's very easy because you just make the camera face at the back of the character, and you reduce the size of this character until it enters into the toilet. Then after, you'll just close this toilet, and it is very easy. So the next thing that I'm going to draw, I'm going to make a toilet background inside the toilet. Remember, the other one was outside the toilet. So here I'm going to make the inside of the toilet, and it is very easy. I'm going to start by drawing my dishes and flash where water comes from, right? So I have started designing my character, and it is very cool. I have started with the flash, then I'll go to the toilet dishes, right? So I'm going to just draw my toilet dishes, and here we use copy and paste. What you do on the other side, you do it on this side, right? So I'm trying to do what I'm doing the other side is the one which I'm doing this side to make my animation background or interface, right? So I'm using Flipaclip, can you imagine? And everything is flowing very well. So I'm going to color my toilet dishes and the flash whatever to make an appealing animation. So I'm going to put the door where the character will enter from. So I'm going to make a door where the character will enter from, and it is very cheap, and it makes the animation look nice, don't you see? So what am I doing next? I'm going to bring my character. So I'm going to draw the character pimping. Remember, the character we started when the character is running. Then now the character came and found the toilet. Then now the character is entering into the toilet, and the prompt is almost done, isn't it? We are almost finishing the prompt. Remember, after watching this video, I'm going to show you the results for the animation. I'm going to show you what has come out of our animation. And remember, I used only 1 hour to animate this animation. So I'm going to tilt the face of my character to make it face on the other side, and I will limp sync this character, right? So it is going to be bending onto the toilet. I don't know how you could design it, but I designed it like that. You can make a different way how to make this. So I'm going to go with the limp sync. The limp sync, you just rub the mouth and tilt the mouth and you make the character talk.